Well, thanks, Shaka. Douglas Johnston, president of the International Center on Religion and Diplomacy, says faith-based intervention is increasingly becoming a key factor in violent conflict, rather than traditional diplomacy in seeking peace or conflict resolution. Well, this leads us to our question of the week, which asks, what steps should African governments take to counter extremism and promote religious tolerance? Well, first, I'd like to thank you for using all our social media platforms to communicate to us. And another reminder that we are tweeting live today. Use the hashtag VOA Religious Tolerance or hashtag Religious Tolerance. And if you haven't yet, please follow us at VOA Shaka. Well, let's go to a tweet from Chagulan Shabie, who simply says, "We are together." Another tweet, another one from one of our followers who's writing from Tanzania, Sandy Soul, says, Constitution of respective nations should lay out freedom of worship and religious matter and condemn extremism in Sumbawanga in Tanzania. Well, let's now go to comments from our Facebook fans. We'll look at one from David Luburwa Stone from Kampala in Uganda, who writes, Shaka, it's no surprise that in Africa, religious issues are being used to divert people's minds from the real issues. First, we need to look at the poor leadership by our African leaders. And second, we need to think about the increasing trade division of the superpower countries in Africa. Well, Shaka and guests, your take on these comments.
Very interesting, of course. Reverend Mukule yourself. It's all yours. Go for it.
Yeah, you know, let's start with the last comment, about government, And I agree with him. If you look at, let's take two cases. The commentary on Central African Republic, for example, was weak government that degenerated into what is happening. But let's go back to a group that is better known to us, Boko Haram in Nigeria. It started with dissatisfaction with social and economic issues and generated and spiraled out of context. So if you look at where people tend to exploit religion for their own for their own advantage, there are some underlying social and economic disaffection within the community.